Small business, big challenges and a big impact on U.S. job growth, creating 55% of all jobs and employing half of our nation's workforce. But independent startups face tough challenges. They say oftentimes from the government. Here to weigh in is Maria Contreras-Sweet, the administrator of the U.S. Small Business Administration. She's also a member of President Obama's cabinet. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate having you on today. We've been telling people on social media all day that we were going to have you on and asking small business owners to weigh in with their questions and concerns. And I got to tell you, pretty much every single one had to do with a cost that was coming down on small businesses that they felt like they were struggling to deal with, whether it was regulation in general, Obamacare, minimum wage. They just feel like the cost pressure on them coming in part from the government is too much. What do you think about that?
Well, what I know is, what I'm hearing from small businesses is that they're really delighted that we've taken out so many regulations out of the cost structure.
Like
for
what?
For example, we zeroed out fees on loans under $150,000, and for our vets, we zeroed out fees for loans under $350,000. We launched a national campaign with the National League of Cities to engage mayors in the same question in a program that we call Startup in a Day. This program seeks to put on an online solution so that entrepreneurs can go into their city hall and not have to navigate through several windows, but just go online and find one place in which they can get all the permits they need to launch their business.
Yeah. Here's one here. It says fees, fees, fees. You're killing me with fees. So I think you're saying that it's gone away. And obviously there are some people out there that aren't feeling it. Is there more you could do?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So there's different fees. And so I know that at the SBA, we've zeroed out our fees for those people who are in their nascent entrepreneurial journey for the loans under $150,000. We know that there are also a fee structure at the local level. And I feel that having the seat at the president's cabinet representing entrepreneurship, after having started 3 different businesses and having those same experiences, I'm going to city halls across the country to fight for them. And we've already gotten a couple of hundred mayors who have joined our pledge and are now taking out more and more regulation at the local level as well.
Let me ask you about one thing that speaks right to that. We have a guest that's coming on after you that is a small business owner. We asked her for her question, and she said, is it the position of the administration that franchisees are independent business owners who are owned at the local level by individual families and control their employees? And if I can interpret that for the regular audience out there who may not understand, I mean, I think what she's trying to say is she may be a franchisee, but she's a small business owner. And she feels like in the structure and in a lot of the fees and regulations, she gets lumped in with these bigger owners. Have you heard that complaint, and what are you doing about it?
It's a question that we study, and honestly, the different franchises have different relationships. So we look at that. When we, at SBA, what we do is we guarantee loans for those who are marginally qualified. Some people don't have a wealthy uncle, but with SBA, they have Uncle Sam. And so the SBA guarantee helps more people get to yes with their banker. We provide counseling strategies for those kinds of questions. And third, we also provide access to markets for people. And so for today, we're supporting all entrepreneurs across the country and small businesses with Small Business Saturday to address these questions. But to your point about the franchise question, let me just say that there are some franchises that have franchisors, I should say, that have more control over the franchisee. So not all the relationships are the same. So in each instance, when we see those loans come through, we analyze to see what the relationship is, how much independence the small business has, and if they have independence and they own their inventory and they make the decisions, then we see them as a small business.
Do you take the message to the president that small business owners feel like they're being held back? I mean, so many emails said, take the regulation off, take the fees off, whether it's raising minimum wage or it's Obamacare, we feel like the government is killing us. Do you take that sentiment in your cabinet position back to the president?
Thank you. Melissa, you know what I actually hear is from small businesses? That more of them were able to start their business as a result of ACA because they had the opportunity to leave their corporate environment and take their benefits with them. So we're actually seeing more small businesses start from people who were able to get ACA, take their benefits, and launch their business.
But again, I've never heard anyone say that, Maria, and all the people that are responding, we are definitely not hearing that, but you must be talking to a different group. We appreciate your time. Thank you so much. And
shop small and dine small this Saturday between Black Friday and Cyber Monday. We hope that people get out and celebrate what is made in America, our moms and pop shops.
That is something we can all agree on, without question. Thank you so much. Here to react to some of that is someone who knows all about the challenges facing small business. Fortin is a franchise owner of Nothing Bundt Cakes. Get it? a bakery chain in California. Mara, thank you so much for joining us. What do you think of what you just heard?
Thank you. Very interesting, but let me tell you that I just closed in the last month my 5th small business loan, and I will tell you, my franchisor has nothing to do with that, and that personal guarantee came from me and my business, and the SBA wanted information about me and how well I would run my business, and let me tell you, they want life insurance policies on the franchisees, on me, because they recognize that the ones who are running the businesses are the franchisees, the small business owners out in the field. I appreciate what the SBA does. I'm grateful for the loans, but let's not kid ourselves. It is all about the small business owner.
What is the climate like out there? Because she's saying, you know, people are grateful to the government for what they're doing. We're hearing on social media, you know, and granted, it could be our audience. You know, the people are saying that they feel like they're being overwhelmed by the government. What does it feel like to you right now? And are customers coming in? What's business like?
Let me tell you, I will tell you what the threat right now is to small business. Let me list it. Government overreach, and government overreach. Right now, what we're dealing with is the NLRB, the National Labor Relations Board, that in August came out with an opinion changing the definition of joint employer. And basically, for my model, the franchise model, which is the backbone of our economy, provides 9 million jobs. To tell me that I am essentially a middle manager after all of my time and my sacrifice and my hard work to build a business from scratch here in my market of San Diego is insulting and absolutely ridiculous. And so I would say absolutely that's the #1 threat that we face as small business owners.
Mara, I love it. Before we go, can you hold up your Nothing Bundt cake for us here? Because it is going to be Small Business Friday this weekend after Saturday, after Black Friday, Small Business Saturday. There it is right there. I'm ordering the chocolate chip, by the way. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
We are all rowing in the same direction here.